Still fighting my way through these retrofit source marker lights. I talked with, I believe it's Matt over there at the retrofit source. Super nice guy. I believe he's I don't know if he's the CEO or the owner or what, but said they tried these on a bunch of different rigs and they work great. So he was surprised that a couple of us are having issues, actually a bunch of us. The issues being the spazzing out of the turn signals. So he wanted me to try something. He wants me to take one of these rectifier diodes. They are the 400 volt 3 amp 1N5404 and wired in line. Oops, see if I can show you this. Wired in line with the yellow wire with the stripe facing away from the connector. So like this. So if you guys can see that. So anyway, I know it's a little bit dark. I don't know why the lighting in here is all goofy, but what would happen if this works is he would provide those of us who have already bought them with a little harness to go between the connectors that would already have this included in it. So you guys wouldn't have to worry about doing this. I just thought that maybe some people might be interested in seeing what could possibly fix it. And I don't know, this may or may not work. So the other thing is, I'm not all that great at wiring. My buddies all make fun of me. So we're going to give this the old college try here. Let me see, make sure my shrink tube is actually, yeah, it'll go over that. We'll give her the old try and see kind of how this goes. And I'll take you along for the ride. So again, I am not that great at soldering. By not that great, I mean I'm pretty terrible at it, but you know, listen, it is what it is, right? We do what we got to do. I'm good enough to be able to get through it. I've watched enough guys who are good at it to know how not that great I am at it. So let's go ahead and tin these a little bit. Alright, remember you should do this in a well-lit environment, not your office in quotation marks, which is actually a spare bedroom. All you're going to do is wire that right in line, stripe away from the connector. So, decent solder joint, but those of you guys who do this kind of stuff know I've already forgot something. So, it's not too hot. Hopefully this doesn't shrink. Alright. And let's go ahead and do the other side. I have nice strippers down in the basement, down in the my garage, but whatever. You know, when I'm up here, I can hear the kids downstairs possibly fist fighting. Super fun. As you guys who are parents know what that's like. As you guys who aren't, if you ever decide to become one or be so lucky as to become one, they do it a lot. So, at least my kids do. They're good kids. They love each other. They're just, you know, just siblings. So, anyway, let's go ahead and mix them one. Try not to block the, I don't know how much of this you can see from up top there, but it's really pretty straightforward. All you're doing is wiring these. Oh, that was not a good joint. There we go. A little better. And I soldered the alligator clip a little bit. Yeah, so as long as it holds, I don't care. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but the stripe is away from the connector. And then we'll go ahead and slide this over. Grab your, you can do this with a heat gun. I have a little one somewhere. Everything I have is lost or missing. You know how that goes. Like, I had one of those. I bought one. Alright, cool. So, and I'm going to go ahead and in this case, it looks like I'll fit back in here okay. So, alright. So right now that's the, let's see what it does fix. I'm not going to get too crazy with cleaning it up and packaging it up because why? It may or may not work. So that's one. For the sake of documentation, so in case someone watches this whole video, let's do the other one on camera. So, I don't know if I'll ever need these diodes again, but hey, I have them right there. So they'll go into the bin O RC car parts probably. And those of you guys who are into this kind of hobby stuff know you just end up with bins of stuff all the time. And then you end up buying new stuff because you forget you have the old stuff. And yeah, so I'll take you through this. So these are obviously brand new lights. I mean, I just, I'm taking the, what do you call it, the twist tie right off of it. So we go ahead and cut this back a little ways, and I'm probably doing, you don't have to cut it back this far, but I figure what the heck. I like having a little bit extra room. Give myself plenty of space to work. Go ahead and just go get my actual strippers. Probably would work out a little better. Sorry if I do this off camera, I'm not meaning to. So there's one. And then here's the other side. And this time I'm not going to forget. I'm not going to forget the shrink tube. So I got to get better filming this. I'm just using a GoPro. I need to get probably a mount for my real camera. Get that a little long. That'll be okay though. That's what she said. Alright, so again, I'm going to shorten these up just a little bit, just so they're not obscenely long. Okay. So we have the connector side, stripe is on this side, away from the connector. So, I don't know if you can, just make sure you guys can see that. You see the stripe is away. Okay? So that's how the orientation is going to be. And those of you guys that have these, if this works, the reason I'm showing you this, and if you have these and you're having issues and this works, shoot me a message or comment and I'll send you some. I mean, they're $5, but what am I going to do with them? I'll throw half a dozen in a envelope and throw a stamp on it and send it to you guys if you need them. Because, back in the day, us Jeepers were pretty cool about that stuff. Anymore, it's all, I don't know, never mind. I won't insult anybody, especially the JK people that ruined. What? I'm just kidding. Sort of. It's a different scene today than it used to be. I'll just say that, okay? So, go ahead and tin these a little bit. Again, I probably use way too much. I'm not super swift when it comes to soldering. Oh, and you know what I forgot again? Was the shrink tube. Okay. Now, I don't know what the correct temperature or whatever is to pull them apart. I wait till the shininess goes away on the joint, and that's usually solid at that point. So take my piece of shrink tube, which went where? Over here. Cut off a healthy piece. Alright. Stick that guy up there. Hopefully that doesn't get so hot that it shrink tubes it. And let's go ahead and grab my solder, tin these a little bit, heat it up. Heat this guy up too. If you guys have any soldering tips, man, I'm all ears. I'm still learning on this stuff, so if any of you guys are like, oh, I'm a electrical engineer and you got to do this, it'll help you. Hey, I am game for listening. I am not new to Jeeps, but I can do this well enough that stuff generally sticks together, kind of like welding. I've done some suspensions and stuff, and I'm okay at it. But with suspensions or with welding, I've had guys show me. I've had guys do some hands-on stuff with soldering. I've just seen guys on YouTube do it. I was like, I can do that. So again, confirming, stripe is away from the connector. Soldering joints look okay. And not that these, shrink tube is easy to get off if this ends up being a bad connection. So I think the next step from here is going to be to plug her in, and we will see what it does. I will bring you along for that part of the journey as well. I might as well just make it all one video. Why not, right? So, all right, guys. Thanks.
All right, so we have wired up everything with according to the retrofit source's instructions. Let me unplug this so we can see if we can get our on. All right, so we've wired everything up. We have the diode in there. Let's see kind of what happens. I'm gonna have to open the door here too. So let's go ahead, fire it up on my garage door and see what it's doing. All right, so you would think it's working, right? But it looks like it's pretty much getting there. But as a bit of a confession, I did this once already, and this one, and see that white light still on and off. It's really weird. I don't know why it's doing it. Can't decide if it wants to stay on or off. So bummer. The diode didn't work. We're on to plan B maybe. I'm going to get a hold of Matt over at the retrofit source, see if he's got any ideas, and go from there. So thanks for watching.